I was getting ready to go on a trip to the United Kingdom for 3 months, and I was talking to a friend who asked me, how do you even pack for being away from home for 3 months? Which is a really good question, and since she's not close enough to come see what I'm packing, I decided to make her this video so that she could see for herself. First of all, I'm only going to be taking one suitcase, and it's going to have to hold enough clothes to get me from late summer through the middle of fall in the United Kingdom, which can get pretty cool and rainy. I can't take big bulky sweaters if I'm only going to pack in one suitcase, so I'm going to show you how I'm packing clothing in layers that are going to carry me all the way from summer into fall. To begin with, I pack in 3 different phases. The first phase I consider my basic wardrobe or my core wardrobe. It's going to be the lighter weight clothing for summer, and it's also going to be the underlying or warmth layer under other clothing in the wintertime or the fall. To begin with, I take 4 knit tops. Knit tops are wonderful because they are lightweight, they are wrinkle proof, and they are extremely comfortable. I take 2 short sleeve knit tops, this green one and this black one, and I also take 2 long sleeve knit tops. Here's an olive one and a purple one. All of these clothes have been worn many times by me. I know they're comfortable. They're some of my favorite clothing because I don't want to get tired of them before I come home at the end of 3 months. In addition to the tops, I take 3 pair of pants. My choice is jeans. I take 2 dark blue pair. Dark blue is better. They're a little bit dressier and they're not going to show spots as much either if you were to drip something on them. And then I also take a black pair. The 2 of these pairs of jeans I'm going to alternate between during the week, in between laundry sessions. You want to have 2 pair because sometimes you're going to get 1 pair dirty while you're out hiking or doing something outdoors. And the 3rd pair is a reserve, so that if you get 1 pair dirty, you have something to fall back on. And also on laundry day, you need something to wear while you're wearing the other 2 or washing the other 2 pair. So the 3rd pair that you wear during laundry day can become one of your 2 pair the following week. As I'm picking out my basic or core wardrobe, I'm looking for a color scheme because the more clothing that I can take that coordinates, the easier it's going to be to mix and match. And the more mixing and matching you do, the more wardrobe combinations you can get out of a basic set of clothing. So I've got a purple top, I've got an olive green top, I've got a black top. And look, here again, there's a green. It's not quite olive, but it's still in that family. All of these will coordinate well together. So I say, aha, I've got olive, purple, and black. Everything else that I pick from this point forward is going to go with that color scheme, so everything will mix and match. So first of all, when we put this in the suitcase, we're just going to make sure that all of this is really going to fit in one suitcase. You may have noticed that this suitcase is a little bit bigger than a captain's bag. I don't plan on carrying this on. Really, it's not very practical for a 3-month trip not to check luggage. Okay, so now this top I'm going to wear on the plane. So I'm not going to put that in the suitcase, and I'm going to wear my black jeans with my purple long sleeve top. I find it's usually cool on planes and it's nice to have longer sleeves, but something lightweight so that you're not too warm. Okay. Oh, and I also take 1 skirt or 1 dress. I prefer to take a skirt because you can mix and match it with all the tops. If you take a dress, you're pretty much wearing just that 1 dress every time, and you can't switch it up so that it looks different. So this skirt that I chose is in my color scheme. It's an olive skirt, and it's knit so it doesn't wrinkle, and it packs very flat. I'm going to take a cute little pair of black tights to wear with the skirt. The black tights will serve as an underlayer during the colder days. I can wear it under jeans to keep me extra warm. And then the last part of my basic wardrobe are what I call toppers. They're just lightweight tops or sweaters, jackets that you can throw on over the knit tops for an extra layer of warmth. This one is one of my favorites. It's black, which is classic. It's lightweight, it's wrinkle-proof, and it just gives you that little extra layer of warmth. This I'm actually going to wear on the plane, so I'm going to set that one aside. One of my other toppers is a black quilted vest. Again, it's in my color scheme. It's black, it goes with almost everything, and the quilted part of it gives you a little extra warmth when the weather gets cold, but it is sleeveless too, so it's not too warm. It's not like wearing a jacket. And then the third topper that I'm going to pack is a little bit heavier. It's a wool cardigan. This I probably won't wear until we're well into fall. Wool looks a little bit out of place in the summer, not impossible, but I'll probably wear the other two toppers in the summer and save that for fall. That's the first phase of my packing. That's my basic wardrobe. Then when we get into maybe mid-fall and it's a little bit damper, a little bit cooler, I'm going to add the next layer of warmth. I'm bringing 2 cotton turtlenecks. And the reason I always take cotton is because cotton breathes. It's lighter weight. It's not quite so warm. I could actually wear these in the summer if I wanted to. Notice the colors, still in my color scheme, greens and purples, are a little bit more summery in color so that they can carry me through the end of the summer into fall. I can wear them under pullover sweaters for that extra layer of warmth. And they are rib knits, which I find extremely comfortable. They hold their shape well, they're lightweight, and they're stretchy, and they're warm. So 2 cotton turtlenecks. And then those pullover sweaters that I mentioned. The first of which is a fairly thin wool. Wool is nice, it's going to be warm. Now these are darker fall colors, but notice olive and purple. And because it's thin wool, it packs very flat. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a bulkier sweater, but it is cotton, so it's not too heavy. It does pack flat. I've added a little extra color here, a little bit of red and blue, but there is some olive in there. This is a really comfy sweater to wear with jeans on a nice cool day. There are 2 kinds of coats that I need to pack for this trip. I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking and outdoor activities, so I'm going to need something that I'm going to be able to move in, but it's going to keep me very warm in the outdoors. So my first coat that I'm packing, out of the 2 that I'm taking, is a fleece with an anorak, and these can be layered. Now the nice thing about this is that the fleece can be worn by itself like a sweatshirt. Again, we've got the olives and the purples in here. Now this is a little bulky. It's probably the bulkiest thing I'm taking, but it won't wrinkle, and you can just squeeze it into your suitcase. And the nice purple anorak layers over it for an extra layer of warmth. This anorak and fleece I used to wear skiing, so it keeps me very warm and lets me move. But I can separate the layers. Not only can I wear this fleece like a sweatshirt, but I can wear the anorak like a windbreaker all by itself or layered over the fleece. So that's for my more active outdoor activities. But sometimes when you go out to dinner, you don't want to wear an anorak and a fleece. You want something a little bit nicer. And that's when I'm taking the classic raincoat. It's long, and it's classic black. It's got a hood in case I need to protect myself, my hair, from the rain. And it packs relatively flat. It's a very lightweight, non-wrinkly raincoat. Now this I'm actually going to put in the outside pocket of my suitcase because we're getting into Glasgow at 7:30 in the morning. Could be raining, could be a little chilly. So that'll go in the outside pocket here. so that I don't need to undo the whole suitcase and rummage through to find my raincoat. So I'm just going to set that aside since that's not going to take up room inside the suitcase. So that's the second phase of my packing. That'll carry me through the coldest part of our trip. However, we can't forget the third phase, which is the accessories. My favorite accessories are cotton scarves, and I'm taking 3 of them. They're lightweight, but they add a lot of color. They can really dress up an outfit. You can be wearing a t-shirt and jeans for hiking during the day. If you don't have time to go home and change for dinner, you can throw on a scarf, change your shoes, and you're ready to go out to dinner. So this has lots of color to accessorize with. Here's a black and purple one, very lightweight. Notice how flat they pack because they're cotton. Now this one is extremely lightweight, very gauzy, white, so it's summery, but one of the things I love about it is that you can wear it like a shawl, just to keep your arms warm, or even in the coldest part of the fall, you can wrap it around multiple times and you keep that heat into your neck. It's really nice. But it also has the additional advantage, because it's so long, you can wear it in different ways. Very stylish. So 3 cotton scarves. Now I take cotton scarves instead of necklaces because I find that taking jewelry on a trip is a liability. I wear 1 watch, 1 pair of earrings, the same pair of earrings every day for 3 months. If you take a nice classic pair in silver or gold, whatever is your favorite. And the last thing, but certainly not least, are the shoes. That's probably one of the hardest things to decide what to take. I'm taking 3 pair of shoes. The first pair are a very comfortable pair of walking shoes. I prefer to take leather shoes rather than sneakers. These are comfortable, no heel. They're good for walking over cobblestones, and you could even take a walk or a hike in them, as long as it's not too wet or muddy. I'm going to put them in a plastic bag here so they don't go next to my clothes. There we go. The second pair of shoes is a pair of comfortable flats. Now these are Clark's, so they're going to be extremely comfortable for walking in, but they're a little bit cuter with dresses than the walking shoes are. So flats in black to go with everything. And the third pair, you have to have the waterproof shoes if you're going to do hiking. These are my wellies. I prefer to take short wellies because they're less bulky, easier to pack. These are extremely waterproof and easy to clean. You basically just hose them off or wash them off after a hike and let them dry, and you can put them back in your suitcase. So these are my hiking shoes. Now many people prefer to take real hiking boots, and I don't blame them. They're extremely supportive for the foot and the ankle, but they are bulky. So you have to weigh the pros and cons. If you have room in your suitcase, I recommend taking hiking boots for hiking, but this is something just to get me through the wet weather and the mud. Last but not least, I have my secret weapon, my wardrobe secret weapon. If you have room, throw in a pair of cute but comfortable boots. You'll notice these boots do not have a heel. I've had them for years. I know that they're extremely comfortable. They're not going to pinch my feet as I walk around. And believe me, when you're walking on cobblestones and even off the paved streets, you're going to need something that's comfortable to wear. These are great to wear with a pair of jeans and a sweater, or with your skirt and tights. And if you don't have room in your suitcase, you can always wear them on the plane, which is what I'm going to do. You'll see I still have a little bit of room in my suitcase. We've got to pack the toiletries after all. Underwear, that sort of thing that I haven't included here. So I was able to fit everything into one suitcase. This and my carry-on will get me to Europe for 3 months.